Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is MegaShadowFist, and welcome back to Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. And when we last left off, Edgeworth had handed over the reins back to Phoenix, who's performing and doing an investigation with a fever of 102.2, which is kind of a bit on the insane side. Fahrenheit, that is. And now, yeah, we were talking to Bikini, so let's go ahead and continue. Yep, from save point, if you will. Okay, so we finished talking to her about everything. Mostly everything. There were just a couple, like, new things that we could present, I suppose. This might be the first new thing. No, it was not, but we'll do it anyway. I was wondering about this.
Let me see. Well, as you may know, in order to see reality for what it truly is, we strive to break our attachments to much of the transient, material realm. I guess you could call me an immaterial girl.
I'm guessing she makes an exception for fine dining. Alright, Iris' testimony. Nope, nothing about this. Immaterial girl in an immaterial world. Tracks photo. About this photograph.
Oh, yes, those are our snowmobiles tracks, alright. I'd know them anywhere.
But there's only one set, which means the rider went out while it was still snowing and came back while it had stopped. That's really the only logical explanation, I suppose. Okay, crime photo. Nope, nothing to say about this. Okay. Larry's sketch.
Honestly, it's like the end of the world.
It's not a good thing, that's for sure.
To think people have the gall to call this kind of scribbling by the name of art.
Huh?
If that's the sort of standard you need for the arts these days, I could be a pop diva.
Sure, but what about the contents of the picture? What do you make of that?
It's definitely the end of the world.
Okay. Crystal spear.
This crystal spear is not from a demon warding hood, but I would guess it serves a similar purpose.
If it's not from a hood, then I guess it really is from Miss Donium's staff.
Look at the blood on it. Oh, poor Mystic Elise.
Okay. That looks like everything from that. Did we get any new profiles? Let's see. I think we had all the way up until Iris. Let's do Laurie Stonium, aka Larry Butts.
What a disgraceful young man!
You finally seen through him, huh?
How could he sit there and claim he really saw what he drew in that picture? Although the portrait he did of me was rather flattering, I must say.
Still, it's not like Larry to make something up that might get a woman he likes in trouble. There's more to that sketch of his than meets the eye. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Alright, Franziska von Karma!
You certainly have some unusual friends, don't you, Mr. Wright? Ho ho ho!
Friends?
That fancy-pantsy painter is one thing, but whipping the judge is just bad form.
Well, do you think you could go drill that into her head for me, please? Miles Edgeworth.
You must be very happy to have such a fine mentor.
Hey, we're the same age, buddy. Mentor? No, he's just a friend.
Oh, you naughty devil, always a joker, aren't you? Ho ho ho! Ah, he seemed like a lovely young man, like the kind you can always count on.
Yeah. It's kind of depressing how much faith she has in him. Alright. Anyway, someone actually proposed a theory that Elise Donium is actually Misty Faye. So someone in the comment section developed that theory. So let's look at a picture of Misty Faye. Where is it? Oh, the scroll, of course. The hanging scroll. Okay, so this is what Misty Faye looks like. It's kind of hard to see, because, you know, it's kind of, you know, DS graphics and everything, but, you know, that's what she looks like. Compare that to Elise Donium. I can see it, actually. They proposed that theory, and perhaps it's true. I don't know. I'm not one to say, but I think that they might actually be right. Elise Donium might actually be Misty Faye. Maybe. Who knows? But there's something else. Oh yeah, someone actually proposed a theory that they said that there was a missing cable on the bridge. Someone used the cable, attached that to Elise, and like threw her across, like flung her across, which is like why it looked like she was flying in the air when Larry painted the picture. That's always one thing. And like when she was in the air, that's when the jewel fell out of her staff. That's interesting, but the thing is there was blood on the staff though, right? So that means that she, that's interesting. Anyway, whatever the case may be though, that's all of that. So let's go ahead and move to the courtyard. February 9th, Hazakura Temple, courtyard. This is where Sister Bikini witnessed the incident. It's hard to imagine she was lying on the stand, so maybe there are some clues that have yet to be found. Alright, we were planning on examining everything anyway, simply because we haven't been to this area with Phoenix. Only Edgeworth. There are a few of these stone lanterns scattered around in this courtyard. Without this city glare to compete with, I imagine they would seem a lot brighter. I guess Sister Bikini must light them now, since Iris can't be here. Okay. Miss Donim's staff. I definitely remember there being a crystal spear attached to the staff. I guess Larry eventually found the spear near the foot of the Dusky Bridge, but what was it doing all the way out there? Okay, nothing there. The Shichishito. It's there in Mystic Amy's right hand, but it was proven in court today that it wasn't the murder weapon. Given the design, it must have been used for some pretty gruesome things in the past. Doubtful, but you know. Okay, that's all like the same hitbox it seems. Yeah, okay. So there's one over here. That building up there is in the main hall. It was where we were staying. It sits kind of funny because it was built on a very steep slope. If you enter from the main gate side, these rooms above me are on the ground floor. Apparently, Miss Donium was staying in the corner room. I guess that's where she was pushed from that night. Okay. Let's look at this. They get quite a bit of snow up here on the Eagle Mountain. Around here, skis aren't just for fun, they're tools for getting around. But the sled, now that's gotta be for Bikini's own personal entertainment. Yeah, I believe this is all like the same thing, actually. It's like the same hitbox. Even though it changes, it's the same hitbox. For some reason. Alrighty then. And I believe that was, there's a ladder. The main gate's on the other side of the stone wall. The difference in elevation is almost 10 feet. That's how steep this hillside is. And that's also the height the body fell from according to the autopsy. It is possible that Miss Donium was pushed from the top of the wall. Is it possible that Miss Donium was pushed from the top of the wall? Okay. I think that's everything, though. Wait. Yeah, that's that hitbox. There's that up there. That. Unless I'm missing something, I believe that's it. So now we can just go ahead and move. I just wanted. Hold on. Is that. Oops! Okay. Hey! What was that jarring, inconsiderately loud yell? I knew it was Gumshoe. So this is where you've been keeping nice and warm, I see. Detective, have you finished repairing the bridge? Yeah, I did. I told you I'd let you know. Well, then I'll come along with you and... Sorry, ma'am. No unauthorized entry. Access is restricted to people involved in the case. What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? You couldn't get much more involved than me. Well, yeah, but that's not what I mean. Ah! Okay. It's been the file! Scruffy? You're... Miss... Von Karma! I went straight into Larry mode right there, actually. Sister! Please, leave the investigation to me! My. Well, you certainly seem to have everything under control. I am on your side. I won't do anything you don't want me to. As you work to pin the guilt on Iris. What are you daydreaming about, Phoenix Wright? Ow! That hurts, you know! Silence! I, Francisca Von Karma, will personally guide you through your investigation, so you will follow me! She's not seriously going to follow me around, is she? I think she is, actually. Is there anything new to talk about? No. We have to break that psych lock. I wonder, actually, if we present something now, like something that she wouldn't comment on before, like this. I was wondering about this. Let me see. Well, as you may know, in order to see reality for what it truly is, we strive to break our attachments to much of the transient material realm. I guess you could call me an immaterial girl. I'm guessing she makes an exception for fine dining. Nope. Lady Von Karma has nothing to say about that. But there is actually something that I wanted to see. Maybe it was just my imagination. Let's go back to the courtyard. Maybe it's just my imagination, but what's this? It's nothing. I saw this, I was like, is that like a plate or what? No, it's just nothing. Okay. Oh, but what's that? Okay, now I'm starting to develop what I like to call Ace Attorney syndrome, where like you get really paranoid about missing something, so you start, you know, just examining every little thing. Maybe that's a clue. Maybe that's potentially a clue. Who knows? No. Well, we have two Cyclops, or we have 10 Cyclops breaks from 2 people. So, this is going to be relatively interesting, I suppose. A suspension bridge. Alright, so we can move across, actually, to Inner Temple Gate. February 9th, Inner Temple Gate. Things have certainly become a lot livelier than before. They must have commenced with the investigation! Oh! Oh, Mr. Nick! That voice. Pearls! Mr. Nick! Mr. Nick! So you were here? Ever since that night? I was so lonely I thought I was going to die! When I woke up in the morning and saw the dusky bridge was gone, I realized I was all alone! But what about... Then where the heck is Maya, then? She was all alone? It must have been very trying for you, little girl! Ah! You're... I am Franziska von Karma, the prodigy! There's no need to worry now that I'm here! You're the prosecutor who was so mean to Miss Maya last year! Phil... I don't like you! You're nothing but a little girl with your whip, without your whip! Miss Maya didn't do anything wrong, but you were so mean! I'll never forgive you! It looks like Pearl's words are getting under her skin. Yeah! Why are you whipping me? I didn't even say anything! You didn't have to! The spider lips gave you away! Anyway, Pearls, weren't you with Maya? Ah! I'm sorry, it's all my fault! Huh? What are you talking about, Pearls? Mystic Maya! Hey, wait, Pearls! She just ran off. Ow! That was cruel, Phoenix Wright! To make a little girl cry like that is inexcusable! What was that all about? Pearl's acting like that. It's giving me the creeps. I guess I better take another look around since I finally got a chance. Especially since something about this place seems different from 2 days ago. Does it? Well, actually, now that you mention it... Was this here before? Maybe that's just my imagination. Look at all the Buddha statues lined up. Yes, it was. Lined up all on this path. Phoenix Wright! Do you think this is how many siblings that the head nun has? Why don't you ask her the next time you see her? You know what? I think I will. And she'll probably slap you for prying into her private affairs. There's a weird smell coming from that incinerator. The door is also open, almost like it's begging me to look inside. Well, let's see what stunning clues are concealed in here, shall we? There's always a clue in the incinerator, isn't there? There always is. Like case 3 of the first game. Yeah, case 3 of the first game, case 2 of the second game, and then this game. Huh? It's empty. How naive of you, Phoenix Wright! But it's a bit strange, don't you think? Franziska von Karma? I seem to remember. There was snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. Oh, I completely overlooked that, actually. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently. Listen, Phoenix Wright! It's impertinent to call people by their full name! I was only copying you. Oh, I guess that'll be a random Japanese word for this session. The verb for, like, to be able to burn is moeru. So like in Japan they have like trash is divided into 3 categories. You have burnable trash, you have non-burnable trash, and you just have like your recyclables. Why it's done that way, I'm not quite sure, but that it is what it is. So moeru. And like if you ever go to Japan, like I guess I'll like link like a kanji here for you. Right here. You ever see that kanji? That means, you know, paper. That's like your paper trash stuff that's burnable, obviously. It's just one of those things. Let's see. Let's look at the bridge. You can see Dusky Bridge from here. It's an unusually long bridge, isn't it? I would say it's about 20 yards. I guess the gorge is too wide to cross with a piece of rope or wire, huh? Therefore, no one has crossed the gorge in either direction since the night of the murder. A simple yet sound deduction, wouldn't you say, Phoenix Wright? For those of you who are unfamiliar with the yard system, I believe it's 1 meter is equal to 1.1 yards, so that's basically equal to about like, so like that would be like 1 less yard every 10, right? So that would be about 18 meters, I would say, right? Give or take. Just so you know, I always feel like there are plenty of fans that I have here that aren't like American, so you know they don't use our measurement systems, so you know I always have to feel the need to convert things. Even though I didn't really convert the 102.2 degrees Fahrenheit to Celsius, I don't quite remember. I know I generally know that like it's like 30 degrees Celsius is pretty warm. That's around like 100 degrees Fahrenheit, give or take, right? So you know. How does it go? How does it go? Like if you have like anyway, whatever the case would be. And then you know like boiling point 212 degrees Fahrenheit is like 100 degrees. So hey, what am I talking? 0 degrees Celsius, 32 degrees Fahrenheit, whatever. Let's examine. This must be the door that leads to the inner temple. There, Maya Fey was training on the night of the murder. The night of the murder. That was gibberish. Yes, there's there's a solitary room there called the training hall. You could do with some training yourself, Phoenix, right? Yow! You're completely out of the shape! I don't know how much more of this woman I can take. I really was not expecting Lady Von Karma to be, like, assisting us. Actually, I kind of was, but, like, I wasn't expecting, like, Phoenix to actually, like, take charge until, like, the next trial thing. So I thought that we were going to still be investigating as Edgeworth. The sign says Inner Temple. I don't know how you're reading it, but it's illegible to me! Actually, I can't read it either. Fading comprehension isn't a very good habit to have, Phoenix, right? She looks really happy to have finally caught me on something. Well, I mean, that's just a leftover from the Japanese translation. Actually, one thing I'd like to mention, I believe that actually in the Japanese version, Lady Von Karma and Manfred Von Karma, instead of being from Germany, I believe that they're actually from the US in the Japanese version. But, you know, since the US version takes place in the US, and, you know, they're being foreign, they came from Germany. It's quite interesting, actually. Let's look at this. There's a little gate that leads into the garden. It says no entry on the sign, though. Come now, Phoenix, Wright! What are you doing? Let's go in! It's half open anyway! What harm could come of it? But it says no entry. Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like and then simply say whatever? That's got nothing to do with anything! And who told you that? I'd actually like to see what they said in the Japanese version of that. As like I said, I started watching like the Japanese Let's Play of the first game. I only saw like one part. I haven't gotten back to it yet, but all the differences that I've noticed so far are very interesting. Basically, the Japanese version and the English version are like basically 2 completely different games, essentially. Like the characters might be like the same. They have completely different names though. They have different origins. It's like a completely different game actually. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Actually, no, not yet. I forget. You thought I was gonna do like a full like 1 minute, like a full like minute and a half awkward pause? No, I almost forgot. I have to adjust for that 1 minute thing at the beginning. I keep forgetting to do that sometimes. I really do. Was there anything else that we could we examine? No, that's just the hitbox for that, huh? We could do that. There's the gate. This is the same hitbox. Yes, it is. Well, I guess that's everything. So I guess we'll go ahead and move in the next episode. And now, awkward pause. See you guys in the next episode.